Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into it, looking at the life and career of, well, a true Hollywood titan, Brad Pitt.
Absolutely.
You probably know the movie star, maybe the tabloid headlines too, but we've been digging deep into his biography, mostly using a detailed IMDb source, actually.
Hmm.
And our goal here is to unearth some of those surprising nuggets, the moments that might make you go, oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
We want to look past the obvious stuff, uncover the choices, the unexpected turns that really shaped him from those early days right up to mega stardom. What makes him such a unique force?
Yeah, and what's really fascinating when you look at it all together is this constant push he seems to have, like
Yeah.
a drive to reinvent himself, to kind of defy what people expect.
Okay.
So we'll be looking at specific moments, specific choices that helped him make that shift from just, the pretty face.
Which he definitely was.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But moving from that to becoming this genuinely multi-layered actor and, frankly, a powerful producer, too. You might see some connections you hadn't thought about.
All right, let's do it. Let's unpack this right from the start. We say Brad Pitt. Everyone knows the name. But William Bradley Pitt, born in Shawnee, Oklahoma, December 18th, 1963, raised in Springfield, Missouri. That's the starting point.
And it's worth thinking about that foundation, What did that Midwestern upbringing give him? His parents, Jane, a school counselor, and Bill, who managed a truck company.
Seems pretty grounded.
Yes, stable.
But even back in high school, Kickapoo High, he was apparently into everything. Sports, debate, student government, even musicals.
Really? Musicals?
Yeah, so it suggests someone who was already, engaged and maybe driven, even back then.
Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting for me. College, University of Missouri. He majors in journalism, focuses on advertising, acts in some fraternity shows, and then, bam, he leaves. Just 2 credits short of graduating, packs up, heads to California. That takes some guts, right?
It really does. I mean, right on the edge of finishing.
Yeah.
It says a lot about maybe an early drive and definitely a willingness to take a pretty big risk.
A huge leap. And how he got by in California before acting took off. Well, that really shows the hustle.
Oh, it's more than hustle. It's not just waiting tables. We're talking driving limos for strippers,
Wow.
moving refrigerators, and the classic one, dressing up as a giant chicken for El Palo Loco.
You can't make this stuff up.
Seriously, it's such a world away from the red carpets, isn't it?
Completely. So, okay, from the chicken suit to actually getting roles, how did that happen?
Well, the first credited stuff was on TV. He did a bit on the soap opera Another World.
Okay, daytime TV.
Yeah. And then a recurring part, Randy, on Dallas, the big primetime soap.
Right, Dallas. So that late 80s period, doing those guest spots, that must have been crucial, just learning the ropes.
Building blocks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the moment everyone really sat up and noticed, that was Thelma and Louise, 1991. Even in that small part.
Oh, yeah. The cowboy hat scene.
Playing that sexy criminal who romanced and conned Gina Davis. That scene alone just launched him. It showed he had something.
Yeah.
That screen presence.
No question. It put him on the map. Even though apparently the next couple films, like Johnny Suede and Cool World, didn't do so well. Badly received, the sources say.
Yeah, happens. But then came A River Runs Through It in 92. Directed by Robert Redford. And our sources really highlight this one. They say it cemented his status as a multi-layered actor as opposed to just a pretty face. How do you see that shift happening?
It feels really intentional looking back.
It does, doesn't it? Because after River Runs Through It, the roles he picked, they were so varied. It feels like a conscious effort to show range.
Like what?
Well, you've got that hilarious cameo, the stoner Floyd in True Romance, totally unforgettable.
Oh, Floyd. Yeah.
Then the big romantic leads in these lavish movies, Interview with the Vampire, Legends of the Fall.
Very different vibes.
Completely. And then he goes and does something like Seven, David Fincher's movie, playing that detective, dealing with some really dark, tortured stuff.
That was a huge turn.
It really signaled he wasn't just going to be the romantic lead or the handsome guy. He wanted more.
And then 12 Monkeys, playing Jeffrey Goins, that phonetic oddball. That performance really nailed his versatility, didn't it? Got him the Golden Globe for supporting actor.
Exactly. It proved he could go to these really weird, intense places, not afraid to be, unlikable or strange on screen.
So moving into the 2000s, he kept mixing it up. Achilles and Troy in 2004, that really cemented him as an action star too, right? On a massive scale.
Yeah, that epic scale. And then, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2005, which was huge for other reasons too.
We'll get there. But career-wise, how does an actor stay relevant for so long? decades now.
I think a big part of it is that commitment we see to just wildly varying the choices. He doesn't get stuck.
Right?
You see him doing the big popcorn movies, like voicing a character in Megamind.
Okay.
But then he pivots to something really adventurous, maybe more critic-focused, like Inglourious Bastards with Tarantino or The Tree of Life with Malick.
Very different ends of the spectrum.
Totally. It's this balance, keeping one foot in the commercial world and one in the art house, almost.
And the industry noticed. He got those 2 Best Actor Oscar nominations back-to-back, pretty much. Benjamin Button in 2008, Moneyball in 2011.
Yeah, for very different kinds of performances, too.
And even stuff like the war movie Fury in 2014. Just never letting himself be put in one box.
Seems to be the theme.
Okay, so we can't really do a deep dive on Brad Pitt without touching on his personal life. It's been so public. The marriage to Jennifer Aniston in 2000. A huge celebrity couple.
And then the divorce in 2005, meeting Angelina Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That whole situation basically fueled tabloids for years.
It really puts a spotlight on that intense scrutiny, doesn't it? The pressure these huge stars are under. Everything is public property.
Everything. He and Jolie eventually married in 2014, then divorced in 2019, and they have 6 kids together.
That's right. Maddox, Shiloh, Pax, Vivian, Knox, and Zahara. Our sources confirm 3 adopted, 3 biological.
So, despite all the craziness, family seems like a really significant part of his life. It definitely appears that way, managing this huge career alongside a large, very public family.
So, taking a step back from the roles, the relationships, what are the defining things about Pitt? The trademarks. Obviously, the chiseled good looks.
Can't ignore that.
The strong jawline and bold blue eyes. But it's more than looks. The sources mention he often works with certain people again and again, like David Fincher, George Clooney.
Yeah, that suggests strong working relationships, maybe loyalty.
And a fun bit of trivia, he starred in a surprising number of films that have a number in the title. C7, 12 Monkeys.
That's a good one. There's also some fascinating stuff in the trivia, like him being banned from China for doing 7 years in Tibet.
Wow, okay. Real-world consequences.
Definitely. Or the story about Snatch. Apparently, he saw Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, loved it, asked Guy Ritchie for a part in his next film.
Yeah.
But he couldn't nail the English accent. So Ritchie just went, okay, you can play Mickey the Pikey, the Irish bare-knuckle boxer with an accent nobody understands anyway.
That's brilliant. So he just rolled with it.
Seems like it. Shows adaptability.
And his dedication. I mean, breaking his arm filming C7. And they just wrote it into the script.
Incredible, right? Instead of shutting down production, they incorporated it. That's commitment.
And apparently, he turned down Apollo 13 to do C7.
Whoa. That's a big choice. Apollo 13 was huge. Shows he was following a specific artistic path he believed in.
And beyond the movies, his values seem pretty clear, too. That $5 million donation of his own money after Katrina to help rebuild homes in New Orleans.
That's significant, using his platform and wealth for something really impactful. Humanitarian effort.
Definitely. And his quotes give you a real sense of him. Some are funny, like joking about designing trailers or doing a KC and the Sunshine Band acoustic album.
He has a sense of humor about the absurdity of it all.
But then deeper stuff, too. Wanting to design a city or a museum, admitting fame is a bitch, man.
Yeah, that candor's interesting.
And that line, I'm one of those people you hate because of genetics, just owning the looks thing with humor.
It kind of diffuses it, doesn't it? There's that story about his grandfather.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently his grandpa couldn't remember the name of one of Brad's movies he saw. It just said he didn't like it. And Pitt said that kind of feedback keeps his feet on the ground.
Huh. Nothing like family to keep you humble.
Exactly. Amidst all the Hollywood noise.
Okay, let's talk numbers for a second. Yeah. Because they really tell a story about his status. Our sources list some salaries. They're pretty staggering.
Yeah, they demonstrate his enduring bankability.
For F1, the movie, supposedly coming in 2025, it's listed as $30 million.
Wow.
Bullet Train in 2022, $20 million. Even a cameo in The Lost City, $2 million.
Just for showing up, basically.
Pretty much, once upon a time. In Hollywood, $10 million plus back-end points. The Audition, that short film from 2015, $13 million.
It's clear he's remained at the absolute top tier in terms of earning power. And that doesn't even account for his producing work with Plan B, which has been hugely successful.
Right, that's a whole other dimension. So wrapping this up, what's the takeaway? We've gone from El Palo Loco to, well, $30 million paychecks, Oklahoma to Oscar winner, eventually for supporting actor for Once Upon a Time.
Producer for 12 Years a Slave.
Right. Good point. We've seen the surprising early jobs, the key career moves, the quirks. hopefully you listening feel like you've got a deeper sense of the guy beyond the headlines.
I think what this whole journey really highlights is how even someone as famous as seemingly known as Brad Pitt has this really complex, winding path behind them, full of unexpected choices.
Definitely.
And it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Considering how deliberate he's been about diversifying his roles, and especially with his success as a producer through Plan B, championing some really important films, how is he actively shaping his legacy now to be more than just the movie star? What's the next act? What else might he surprise us with down the line?